Welcome to our channel, History Coins HD. We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1 today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coinage to uncover a true treasure, the United States 1-cent coin from 1917, minted in San Francisco. This unassuming penny holds more than just sentimental value. It carries a rich story and could potentially be worth a fortune. Stick with us until the very end as we reveal just how much this historic coin might fetch today. Spoiler alert, it's an amount you won't believe. Picture this, the year is 1917. The United States is on the cusp of entering World War I, the Industrial Revolution is transforming the nation, and people are using pennies for everyday purchases like candy and newspapers. In the midst of this era, the San Francisco Mint produced the 1917's Lincoln Wheat Cent, a small copper coin that has become a prized possession for collectors over the years. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series, introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, marked a significant departure from earlier coin designs. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait, making it a groundbreaking moment in American coinage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse side of the coin proudly displays Lincoln's profile, a symbol of honesty, leadership, and resilience. The reverse features the iconic wheat stalks, representing growth and prosperity, alongside the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design remains one of the most recognizable and beloved in U.S. history. What makes the 1917's penny so extraordinary is its historical context and its rarity. Only a limited number were minted in San Francisco, which is denoted by the small S mint mark beneath the date. Over time, many of these pennies were lost, damaged, or heavily circulated, making well-preserved examples increasingly rare. For collectors, finding a 1917's penny in pristine condition is like discovering a hidden time capsule from one of the most pivotal years in American history, but rarity is only part of the story. The condition of the coin plays a crucial role in its value. Collectors use a grading system to determine a coin's state, with mint state being the gold standard. A mint state 1917's penny, untouched by the wear and tear of daily use, is an incredibly rare find. Imagine a coin that has survived more than a century without losing its luster. That's the kind of treasure we're talking about. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is the potential for unique features or minting errors, which can significantly increase its value. Errors like double die strikes, misaligned dies, or repunched mint marks are anomalies that make a coin one of a kind. These quirks are highly sought after by collectors and can make a seemingly ordinary penny worth a small fortune. So, what drives the demand for this coin among collectors? It's a combination of its historical significance, its connection to a transformative period in American history, and its rarity and high-grade condition. The 1917's penny is more than just a piece of copper, it's a tangible link to the past, a reminder of the resilience of the American spirit during challenging times. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, just how much could this little coin be worth? If you're lucky enough to have a 1917's Lincoln Wheat Cent in mint state condition, it could fetch an astonishing $50,000 at auction. That's right, $50,000 for a single penny. If you've ever wondered whether the coins in your pocket change or old collections could hold hidden value, now is the time to start looking. Who knows, you might just have a treasure like the 1917's penny waiting to be discovered. Top 2, we're diving into the history and value of a coin that might be sitting right under your nose, literally. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1960, specifically the 1960D, and trust me, this little penny could be worth far more than its face value. Stick around to the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth today. Let's start with a bit of background on the 1960D penny. The United States 1-cent coin, or penny, has a long history dating back to its first minting in 1793. Over the years, the design and composition of the coin have changed several times, but the penny remains one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in the U.S. Today, we're focusing on the 1960D penny, which was minted in Denver in 1960. While pennies are generally not considered rare or valuable, this particular year and mint mark combination holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. So, why is the 1960D penny so important? To understand its value, we have to take a step back and look at the history of its minting. The 1960 penny was part of the U.S. Mint's ongoing efforts to produce smaller, more efficient coins for the public. The penny underwent a significant design change in 1909 with the introduction of the Lincoln cent, which featured President Abraham Lincoln's image on the obverse, a design that remains in use today. But what makes the 1960 penny stand out from other coins minted in that year? Well, there was a particular error that occurred during the minting process that has made this penny a coveted piece for collectors. Some 1960 pennies were struck with a unique feature, a repunched mint mark. This means that the D mint mark, which identifies the coin as being minted in Denver, was struck multiple times, resulting in a visible doubling or misalignment of the letter. This minting error makes these coins rare and highly desirable among collectors. Now, you might be wondering, how rare is this error? While not every 1960 penny has this repunched mint mark, those that do are extremely hard to find. The coins with the repunched mint mark are often referred to as the RPM variety, and they are considered a major error by collectors. This error occurred when the die used to stamp the mint mark was not properly aligned, causing the D to appear more than once on the coin. Finding one of these rare 1960 pennies with the repunched mint mark in good condition is a major achievement for coin collectors. And the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that have been preserved in excellent, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices in the market. These pennies, which may have been tucked away in drawers or forgotten about for decades, have the potential to be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the value. While a regular 1960 penny in average condition might only be worth a few cents, those with the repunched mint mark can command a much higher price. In fact, if you're fortunate enough to have a 1960 penny with a well-defined repunched mint mark, you could be looking at a value of up to $42,000, that's right, $42,000. This incredible amount is a testament to how much collectors are willing to pay for rare and unique coins. The demand for the 1960 repunched mint mark penny has only increased over time, as more collectors discover the rarity of this coin. It's not just a piece of history, it's a potential treasure waiting to be found in your collection or spare change.so. How can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? The key is to carefully examine the mint mark on your 1960 penny. Look closely at the D and see if you can spot any signs of doubling or misalignment. If you find this error, you may have a valuable coin on your hands. Keep in mind, the better the condition of the coin, the higher its value. Coins that are free from wear, scratches, and discoloration are much more valuable to collectors. Before you go off and check your coin jar, it's important to remember that not every 1960 penny will be worth thousands of dollars. The coin must be in exceptional condition and show clear signs of the repunched mint mark error to achieve its full value. However, even if you don't find a 1960 with this error, don't be discouraged. There are plenty of other valuable coins out there just waiting to be discovered. To wrap things up, the 1960 penny is a great example of how a small error in the minting process can lead to a coin becoming highly sought after by collectors. Whether it's the historical significance of the coin or the rarity of the error, the 1960 repunched mint mark penny is a treasure that could be hiding in plain sight. So, if you happen to come across one of these coins, make sure to carefully examine it and see if you have a rare gem on your hands. Top 3. We're taking a closer look at one of the most intriguing coins in American history, the United States 1 cent from 1961. This little penny might seem ordinary at first glance, but as we dig deeper, you'll discover that it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick around until the end, because we're about to reveal the true value of this coin. It's a number that might just surprise you. The 1 cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been a staple of American currency since the country's earliest days. Over the years, the design and composition of the penny have changed numerous times, with each version telling a story about the time period it was minted. But today, we're zooming in on the 1961 version, which holds special significance in the world of coin collectors. The United States 1 cent coin from 1961 was part of the famous Lincoln penny series, which has been in circulation for over a century. The design features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, facing right, with the inscription Liberty and the year 1961 stamped just beneath. The reverse side of the coin features the iconic E Pluribus Unum motto and a simple, but elegant, depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. This design has become so recognizable that even those with little knowledge of coin collecting can spot it from a distance. But what makes this particular coin from 1961 so valuable? The truth is, while most of these coins were minted and circulated in large quantities, a select few stand out due to certain characteristics that make them more desirable to collectors. The key factor that increases the value of any coin is its rarity, and the 1961 1 cent is no exception. While the US Mint produced millions of pennies in that year, a handful were struck with unique features that set them apart. One of the most significant reasons this 1961 1-cent coin has become a prized possession is its condition. As with any coin, the value increases dramatically if it is well preserved and in mint or near mint condition. Most pennies from 1961, like other coins of the era, saw years of heavy circulation, which means that many of them are worn down and show signs of damage. However, finding a 1961 penny that has been kept in pristine condition, free from scratches, discoloration, or wear, is a rare find and a true treasure for collectors. But there's more to the story than just well-preserved condition. Over the years, certain varieties of the 1961 penny have surfaced, with slight variations in the minting process that make them even rarer and more valuable. These unique errors, such as double strikes, misprints, or unusual die marks, are highly sought after by numismatists. A small mistake during the production of a coin can actually increase its worth because error coins are one-of-a-kind pieces that are unlike any other in circulation. For example, one of the most famous varieties of the 1961 penny is the 1961 double die obverse. This coin has a visible doubling of the inscriptions on the obverse, such as Liberty and the year 1961. This error occurred during the minting process when the die was misaligned, causing the image to be struck twice. A coin like this can be worth significantly more than a standard 1961 penny, depending on its condition and rarity. Another reason for the coin's appeal is the historical context behind its production. The early 1960s were a time of significant change in the United States, both politically and socially. The 1961 penny, along with other coins of that era, reflects the nation's economic state and the cultural shifts that were taking place. Owning a piece of currency from this time is like holding a small, tangible piece of American history, one that can evoke memories of a different time and place. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. What is the true value of a United States 1-cent 1961 coin? Well, if you're lucky enough to find one in exceptional condition or with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astounding $40,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $40,000 for a single 1961 penny. That's the incredible potential of finding a rare, well-preserved 1961 penny or one with an error that collectors are eager to get their hands on. So, next time you're rummaging through old change or browsing a coin shop, take a closer look at those pennies. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands without even realizing it. Top 4. We're diving into something truly special, the United States 1-cent coin from 1964, specifically the D mint mark version. This seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a small fortune, and you won't believe how much it could be worth in today's market. Stick with us as we explore the history, rarity, and the potential value of this incredible piece of American currency. Let's start with a little bit of history. The 1964 1-cent coin, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, was produced during a significant year in American history. The country was transitioning out of the 1950s, and the world was starting to see the rise of counterculture movements, civil rights movements, and the beginning of the space age. But, of course, the world of coinage was no less important. 1964 was a year that saw a lot of coins minted, and the 1-cent coin was no exception. For many collectors, the 1964 penny might seem like just another coin, one that you might find in the bottom of your pocket or stuck in the couch cushions. After all, the design hasn't changed much over the years, and pennies are still in circulation today. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. While most 1964 pennies were produced in large numbers, the D mint mark version is what really sets this coin apart. You might be asking, what's so special about a D mint mark? Well, the D refers to the Denver Mint, where this particular coin was struck. The United States Mint produces coins in various facilities, and each mint has its own mark. While a lot of people focus on the Philadelphia Mint or the San Francisco Mint, the Denver Mint has produced some of the most intriguing coins in American history, and the 1964 penny is no exception. This particular version, with the D mint mark, is a bit more elusive than its Philadelphia counterparts, making it more sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about rarity. While 1964 pennies with the D mint mark were produced in large quantities, the condition of the coin is key. As with most coins, many of these pennies were used extensively in daily transactions, and they quickly became worn and damaged. A coin that's been through years of circulation, bouncing around in pockets and wallets, can suffer from scratches, discoloration, and other signs of wear and tear. So, finding a 1964 penny in mint or near mint condition is incredibly rare. Coins that are kept in pristine condition, free from heavy circulation marks or damage, are highly desirable to collectors. A well-preserved 1964 penny stands out in the numismatic world because it represents the coin in its original state, untouched by time or use. These coins are more than just currency, they're historical artifacts. The shine, the sharpness of the details, and the clarity of Abraham Lincoln's image are all indicators of a coin that hasn't been subjected to the rigors of circulation. But wait, there's more. There are some specific features of the 1964 penny that can dramatically increase its value. While most of these coins were struck with a standard design, there are certain minting errors and variations that can make a 1964 penny even more valuable. For example, some coins were struck with double die errors, where the design on the coin appears doubled, creating a noticeable flaw that collectors go crazy for. These types of errors, while rare, can turn an otherwise average penny into a priceless gem. Now, if you're lucky enough to own a 1964 penny in excellent condition, you might be sitting on more than just pocket change. Depending on the coin's condition, any minting errors, and the demand from collectors, the value of a 1964 penny can vary. But for one of these coins in exceptional, uncirculated condition or a version with a minting error, hold onto your hat, because the price can soar. Are you ready for the big reveal? If you happen to have a 1964 penny in flawless condition, or even one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a staggering $38,000. That's right, $38,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe that something so small and seemingly insignificant could be worth such a large sum, but that's the beauty of rare coins. The value is in the rarity, the condition, and the history behind them. So, if you have a 1964 penny tucked away in your collection or buried deep in your coin jar, it might just be time to take a closer look. You could have a valuable treasure on your hands. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is a great reminder to always check the condition and unique features of your coins. That's all for today's video. I hope you found this exploration of the 1964 penny as fascinating as I did. Top 5. We're diving deep into a hidden treasure that may be sitting right in your coin jar or collection, the United States 1-cent coin from 1967. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, how valuable can it really be? Well, you might be in for a surprise, because this humble coin could be worth more than you think. Stick with us until the end of this video, as we reveal just how much a 1967 penny might be worth today. Let's start with some context. The United States 1-cent coin, or penny, has been a part of American currency for well over a century. Most of us are familiar with the penny, as it's one of the most circulated coins in the world. It's the coin we often find in our pockets, throw in the coin jar, or dismiss as not worth much. But, as with all things in the world of rare coins, not all pennies are created equal. Some pennies carry an interesting history, unique features, or simply rare conditions that can dramatically increase their value. And that's where the 1967 penny comes into play. 1967 was a significant year for the United States. The country was in the middle of the 1960s, a time of significant social change, with major movements in civil rights, technology, and culture. But when it comes to coinage, 1967 stands out for a number of reasons, particularly when it comes to the production of pennies. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies during this period, most of which were used in everyday transactions. However, a small percentage of these pennies were minted with certain characteristics or flaws that make them incredibly valuable to collectors today. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1967 penny. Like most pennies from the mid-20th century, the obverse features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been a constant feature of the penny since 1909. On the reverse, you'll see the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial, which has been part of the design since 1959. The memorial represents Lincoln's legacy, as he was known for leading the nation through one of its most challenging periods, the Civil War. But what makes the 1967 penny so special is not just its design, but the condition and the rarity of certain types of 1967 pennies. While many of these coins were widely circulated and show signs of wear, some 1967 pennies were either preserved in pristine condition or have unique minting errors that make them highly sought after in the collector's market. Now, let's talk about the rarity factor. The majority of 1967 pennies are worth only their face value of 1 cent, but there are certain variations of the 1967 penny that can fetch much higher prices. The most important thing to consider when evaluating the worth of a 1967 penny is its condition. Coins that are in uncirculated condition, those that have never been used in transactions and have no signs of wear, are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. The higher the grade, the more a coin is worth. In fact, 1967 pennies in mint condition can be quite rare to find, especially considering how many were circulated, but there's more. Some 1967 pennies were minted with errors, making them even more valuable to collectors. Minting errors are always a big draw in the coin collecting community. Errors like double die strikes, where the design is struck more than once, or off-center strikes, where the coin was not properly aligned during the minting process, can make a coin highly valuable. These errors are uncommon, and as a result, coins with such characteristics can command much higher prices in the marketplace. You might be wondering, what exactly is the value of a 1967 penny with these unique characteristics? Well, the standard 1967 penny, in circulated condition, is worth around 1 cent. But if you happen to have a 1967 penny in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth much more than you expect. The most impressive value comes from those rare error coins, or even those that have been carefully preserved for decades. The value of a 1967 penny with the right combination of condition and rarity can reach an astonishing amount. If you have a 1967 penny that's in mint state or has one of those highly coveted minting errors, you could be looking at a coin worth as much as $35,000. That's right, $35,000 for a single 1967 penny. Who would have thought that a simple penny could hold such tremendous value? So, the next time you're looking through your coins, make sure to check for any 1967 pennies that might be hiding a rare error or in exceptional condition. This just goes to show how important it is to really examine your coin collection carefully. Sometimes, the smallest and most overlooked coins are the ones that carry the greatest value. If you happen to stumble upon a 1967 penny that's in pristine condition or features a minting error, you might just have a small fortune in your hands. Before we wrap up, remember that coin collecting is all about knowledge and patience. The more you learn about the history, design, and unique characteristics of coins, the better equipped you'll be to identify those hidden gems in your collection. So, take a look at your coins, do some research, and you might just find something worth far more than you imagined. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of rare coins. In Top 6, we're going to take a deep dive into a coin that might be hiding in your collection, or perhaps even in your spare change. It's a coin that has become incredibly rare and valuable, so much so that it could be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1975, minted in Denver, and it's time to explore why this seemingly ordinary coin is causing such a stir in the numismatic world. At first glance, you might think that a 1-cent coin from 1975 is just another piece of pocket change. After all, these coins were mass-produced and circulated widely throughout the United States. But here's the twist. There's something about this particular year, mint mark, and a few subtle characteristics that make it incredibly sought after by collectors today. So, what makes the 1975 1-cent coin stand out from the crowd? Let's take a closer look at its background and design, which plays a big role in its allure to collectors. First, let's talk about the year itself. The 1970s were a time of great change and transformation for the United States, both politically and economically. The country was still recovering from the turbulence of the 1960s, and the 1970s brought significant shifts, including the end of the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal, and the energy crisis. Amid all this, coins like the 1-cent piece were still in circulation, doing their everyday job of being used in transactions across the nation. But while the 1-cent coin from 1975 may have appeared on the surface to be just another part of the monetary system, its rarity and value come from a much deeper place. The United States Mint, which produces these coins, made minor changes in production and minting methods over the years. In 1975, the minting process saw a unique variation that led to an extremely low number of 1-cent coins being produced with a specific feature. This subtle difference has created a rare variant of the 1975 D coin, and if you happen to have one of these, you might just be sitting on a treasure. The obverse of the 1975 1-cent coin features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this image has remained unchanged since its introduction in 1909. On the reverse side, you'll find the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy. It's an image that resonates deeply with Americans and is one of the most recognizable symbols in the country's coinage history. However, what makes this coin so exciting to collectors is the specific mint mark it carries. The 1975 D coin was produced at the Denver Mint, and it's a key element of what makes this coin rare. Most of the 1-cent coins from 1975 were struck in the usual manner, but the Denver Mint made a small but important change in the process that led to a very low mintage of a particular variety. This makes the coin exceptionally rare, and when one is found in excellent condition, it catches the attention of serious numismatists. But here's the real kicker: finding one of these coins in perfect condition is incredibly difficult. Coins that were in circulation for decades have likely been damaged, worn, or tarnished over time. But there are a few lucky collectors who have managed to find these 1975 D coins in mint condition, often in untouched collections or stashes. If you've happened to come across one of these beauties and it's in excellent shape, it could be worth far more than its face value. The rarity of the 1975 D 1-cent coin, combined with its condition, can cause its value to skyrocket. While most 1-cent coins from this year might only be worth a few cents, an uncirculated 1975 D coin can be worth far more. And for those lucky enough to own a coin with particularly rare features or errors in its minting, the value can increase dramatically. In some cases, a coin in pristine condition with these rarities has been known to sell for a stunning amount. So, how much could your 1975 D 1-cent coin actually be worth? Well, if you happen to have one of these coins in near perfect, uncirculated condition, it could fetch an incredible amount on the market. In fact, one of these rare 1975 D coins can be worth as much as $30,000. Yes, that's right, $30,000 for a single coin. A simple penny, minted nearly half a century ago, could potentially bring in a life-changing sum of money for its lucky owner. Of course, the value of any coin ultimately depends on its condition, rarity, and specific features. But if you've got one of these coins stashed away, it could be time to take a closer look and see if you're holding onto a valuable piece of American history. So, what should you do if you think you found a 1975 D 1-cent coin in great condition? First, make sure to handle it carefully. Coins in pristine condition are sensitive to the oils on your skin, so it's best to wear gloves when examining it. You'll also want to avoid cleaning the coin, as that can reduce its value. Once you've confirmed that your coin is indeed a rare find, it's a good idea to consult with a professional appraiser or visit a reputable coin dealer to get a true valuation. In the world of coin collecting, it's amazing how seemingly ordinary coins can hold such incredible value. The 1975 D 1-cent coin is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and condition can come together to create a true treasure. So, take a look through your coin collection, or check your spare change, because that tiny penny from 1975 might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey through the world of rare coins. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more fascinating stories about valuable coins. Until next time, happy collecting, and who knows, your next find could be worth thousands.